All right, let's dive into something really fascinating today. We're going to talk about how you can take a totally standard off-the-shelf drone and make it operate completely on its own. I mean, no pilot, no internet, nothing. And the result? Well, it ends up looking and acting like this autonomous, unexplainable flying object. I mean, basically turning it into a UFO. Let's get into it. So, right off the bat, here's the big question, the puzzle we're going to try and solve. Just imagine you've got a drone, but there's no pilot anywhere with a controller. There's no Wi-Fi signal, no cell service. How in the world could you possibly tell it to fly a mission? It sounds impossible, right? But just hang with me here. And this right here is a quote from the actual creators of the tech we're about to see. They're not just thinking of it as a remote-controlled drone anymore. By cutting that cord, by removing the need for a direct link, they've basically created an object that just appears to operate on its own, just like a UFO. And that's such a perfect way to frame it, you know? It really gets at the core of what's happening. Okay, so enough talk. Let's actually see this UFO in action. We're about to watch a demonstration where this drone pulls off a very specific mission, all while being totally, completely disconnected from any network. Its job? To make an autonomous delivery. Okay, so the whole mission breaks down into 5 key steps. First up, a message and a command are created on a regular phone. Then that command gets sent to the drone. Remember, completely offline. After that, the drone just takes off and flies its mission all by itself. Step 4, it delivers that message to another phone, the target, and finally, its job is done and it flies back home. Sounds simple, but let's see how they pull it off. So what's the message? It's simple, but kinda mysterious, right? Top secret. But this isn't just for dramatic flair. This proves that we're not just hitting a go button on some pre-programmed flight. Nope. We are sending brand new, specific data from one point to another, and the drone is just the courier. But here's where it gets really cool. That little top secret message, it's not just text. Baked right into it is a precise command, the exact longitude, latitude, and altitude for the drone's destination. It's the message and the mission plan all rolled into one. And I gotta say it again because this is absolutely the most important part. During this entire operation, 0 internet connections. None. The first phone tells the drone what to do, the drone flies off, it delivers the message to the second phone, and none of it ever touches a cell tower, a Wi-Fi router, or any server. The whole thing is its own little bubble, totally self-contained. And boom, mission success. The drone gets there, it delivers the top secret message to the target phone, and then it turns around and heads for home. Job done. So a phone just told a drone where to go and what to deliver with no internet at all. Which brings us to the big, obvious question. How in the world did that just happen? All right, it's time for the big reveal, the secret sauce. The key that unlocks this entire offline magic trick is a technology called Luna Mesh. So let's pull back the curtain and see exactly what this is and how it works. So what even is Luna Mesh? Well, its creators have a great definition. They call it an offline mechanism for communication, which is an entire infrastructure that can be deployed at any given moment in time. Okay, so what does that actually mean in plain English? It means it's not some app that just uses a network. It's a technology that creates a brand new network right out of thin air, using only the devices you already have. So let's put this into perspective. How is this different from how your phone usually works? Well, normally, your phone has to talk to a cell tower or a Wi-Fi router, which connects to this huge centralized thing we call the internet. With Luna Mesh, the devices just talk directly to each other. They skip the middleman. They form their own private, pop-up network on the fly. No internet, no servers, no middleman required. And this isn't magic. It actually uses the hardware that's already in your phone. You know, the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi radios. But it uses them in a totally new way. It turns each device into a little node in a chain. Basically, your phone, your drone, your friend's phone, they all link up to become the network, creating their own private, temporary infrastructure just by being near each other. Okay, so this is about way more than just one cool drone flight. This little demonstration cracks open the door to a whole new way of thinking about communication. So, let's talk about why this is such a potential game changer. I mean, just think about the possibilities here. Imagine a disaster zone, right? All the cell towers are down. First responders could instantly create their own communication network to coordinate a rescue. Or think about secure data. You could transfer sensitive files without them ever touching a third-party server. You could connect sensors out in remote farm fields or run autonomous mining equipment in off-grid areas. You could create a network anywhere, anytime.
And this really brings it all home. Like the creators said, this one experiment proves their whole point. It shows that you can operate a really complex piece of machinery, like a drone, with just a simple offline message. You're getting rid of all that complicated infrastructure, all that dependency. It just works.
So I want to leave you with this one last really big thought. You know, for our entire digital lives, the internet has been the one thing, the glue that connects everything. But if our devices don't need that central hub anymore, if they can just talk directly to each other, what gets connected next? What new possibilities does that unlock when you're not tied to the old rules? That's the really exciting part.